Hello, my name's Robin Vincent and welcome to Molten Modular. Just wanted to let you know about a bit of a plan that I've come up with. Right, bit of a plan to do some focused Eurorack DIY. I don't know about you, but I have all sorts of things going on, trying to make videos on this, trying to make videos on that, got work on, got kids, things to do, in and out, all sorts of stuff that tends to distract me from the wonderfully contemplative, the wonderfully meditative process of sitting down and soldering your way through a lovely kit. That's what I want to do. I want to focus on that. And I thought rather than just me focusing myself on something like that, I thought I'd open it up and turn it into a bit of a live stream so that you could all come along, join in, join the fun, get your soldering irons out, have a bit of a go, or just listen to someone like me telling you all about my adventures. I mean, because that's ultimately what it is. It's an adventure. I probably don't stress this often enough, but I'm not an electrical engineer or some kind of soldering Eurorack expert. No, I'm just a fellow traveller trying to navigate my way through making extraordinary things with very meagre skills. And that's what I bring. I just bring that journey, that experience, that way of trying to explain things and hopefully help my fellow travellers along the line. And also, you'll notice probably, if you've seen my videos before, that I get lots of comments from really, really experienced people who know what they're talking about, who are trying to help. And it's always helpful, mostly. So my plan is to have a week devoted to DIY and stick it out there, and we can all have a good time together. Now, I thought long and hard about what I'm going to call it. You know, Molten Modular, Molten... I thought, sod it, let's just call it DIY week, right? So it's a week of DIY, week long of DIY week. There. And it'll be great. So the plan is to have a live stream every evening, almost every evening. I don't know if I can cope with doing it every night. And then during the day, I'll be making other things and making videos and putting that stuff together and uploading that content. So a whole week of dedicated stuff. What is that going to involve? Well, all of this is just, it's all a bit up in the air at the moment, but penciled in the possibilities I have. I'm going to do a couple of build-alongs. So the idea is that you buy the kit as well, and we'll build it together live in a live stream. How's that going to go? I have no clue. This is all new. I've not done it before, so that could be fascinating. So the kits for that, one of them will be probably the stasis leak from Frequency Central. That fella there, it looks like this. It's a DSP effects module. Thought that would be quite good. And it doesn't look too hard. Doesn't look too hard at the moment. The other one I'd quite like to do is the Robo 3PT. That's also available from Thonk, as is this. Thonk are helping me out with this, with a bit of luck. I also hope to be talking to Steve from Thonk. Steve is the head guy over at Thonk, and they, if you're not aware of them, they're just the best and most awesome DIY Eurorack shop in the UK. They're down in Brighton, I think. And I hope to get Steve on in a bit of a live stream chat just to talk about DIY and what's it all about and how they've been doing and that kind of stuff. And I think he'll be able to bring some extraordinary insight into my muddly, fudging it kind of world of DIY. So there's that. The other thing I want to do, I want to get stuck in to this. What is this? This is the what's called Cosmo format of Eurorack in a much larger module. Fascinating. This is all done by Sam Battle of Look Mum No Computer. And the basic idea, is that Eurorack's a bit small and fiddly when you're doing live performance. So he figured, why can't I make it bigger? So he did. And he's released a whole bunch of front panels and PCBs that you can put together and build your own Cosmo format, larger Eurorack kind of compatible synthesizer. Fantastic. Gonna have a go at that, and that's a whole different ball game because it doesn't come as a kit. You have to actually order the parts, and that's a whole other thing. We can get into that. So I'll do a live stream talking about that. Plus, I'm hoping that Sam will also come along and give us a bit of a chat as well. Don't know whether we can coordinate that to be in the same exact week, but sometime either before or after or during the week itself, we'll do a live stream with Sam, which is awesome. What a fabulous guy, and that could be pretty fascinating. I will also, of course, be doing some Deckard's Dream. I'll do a bit of this as a live stream. I'm not quite sure what bit. I'm going to do a lot of this hopefully during the week itself. But we'll have one evening devoted to talking about that, and I'll be doing some soldering on that at the same time. So that's 4 live streams, 5 live streams. I don't know. So you've got 2 build alongs, a conversation with Steve, hopefully a conversation with Sam, and the Cosmo build, and a Deckard's Dream. It's going to be more than a week if I'm not careful. And other things. Also, I mean, we'll kick the whole thing off with a bit of an introduction, and I'll build something very simple just to talk about the tools and how you get started with DIY. So we're going to do that kind of thing. And hopefully by the end of the week in the comment section, there'll actually be some truth and helpful information as opposed to just my babbling. So that's the plan. So when is this going to be? It's going to be kicking off on the 27th of September. That's a Sunday night, and it will probably run till the following Sunday. It might run longer. Who knows? Because it's only me. I can make it up. You know, I've got no other pressure telling me how long or short it's supposed to be. We can just keep it going. But I thought a week, in a couple of weeks' time, focusing on this is going to do me a lot of good, and hopefully it will be helpful and entertaining to you people out there. So that's the plan. 27th of September. So that's a couple of weeks from now. I will this week hopefully put together a bit more detail on it, because if you want to join along in the live stream and do soldering along at the same time, you might need to get those kits in. I know that Thonk have just spent the last couple of weeks sorting out their delivery times, and so it's much better now than it was, and so they should have everything that we need in stock this week. And so you want to get hold of those kits as soon as you can to make sure that they're going to be with you by the time we start. So I'll try to solidify this information as quickly as I can, and we'll go from that. It should be fun. I mean, yeah, it should be fun, and it'll be great because these things have been knocking around far too long, and I really do need to get them done. So there you go. Kicking off on 27th of September, a Sunday night. We'll live stream, do a bit of soldering, talk about the gear, talk about the week, and we'll go from there. It could change. It's all subject to change and all sorts of things. So, but don't worry, it's good. Just stay in touch. Make sure you're following, and I'll keep all the information going out there as soon as I possibly can. And in the meantime, go make some tunes.